first carry for James Conner. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh. And his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup. But with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Left side, Cook. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Rondale Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing, Cousins. Pushes him over. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Murray off play action. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They'll throw again. Cousins. James has got it. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. He finds his man. Complete. It's James. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing is Cousins. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. On the return, Andy Isabella. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm, and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. To throw again on second down. Murray finds his running back, James Conner. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And Rondale Moore, a second-round pick from Purdue, only 5'7", 181, may have prevented him from going in the first round. But what a cerebral player, a great competitor, and his run after the catch as impressive as anyone had in the draft. Nice catch there, picks up the first down.
Now he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Shotgun now for Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in Glendale. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. The message was at halftime. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on second down. Murray buying time to his left. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's brought down.
First down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray eluding the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. In the NFL in 2020, only Derrick Henry had more yards after contact than Dalvin Cook, and runs like we just saw. That's why. Cousins will try and throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
And sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
Again, it's Cousins. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Joseph's got it. And that will even our score at 21. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
First down, Murray. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both... That they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down, here's the run with Cook. A beautiful fake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, Isabella. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Eluding the pressure right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
On the return, Isabella. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing, Cousins. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First down, here's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think.